there friends, Mr. Strange here, and today do I have a video for you? Oh, I certainly do. And it's going to be discussing the LRO versus pictures that are taken from the SR-71 Blackbird so that we can compare and see just what's going on here with the type of photography we're dealing with. Not only that, but I'm also going to be showing you what happens to people when they're inside of a spacesuit and they accidentally get a leak inside. And this is what would going to be happening here to people if they were inside of that spacesuit. Not only that there, but we're going to show you what Clinton has to say and what Bush has to say and all kinds of other stuff here for you today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and we're just going to roll a little clip sequence to show you the difference to compare between the LRO photos and the Blackbird photos. So, let's go ahead here and do the comparison.
The 6 different cameras were able to photograph 100,000 square miles in an hour, producing images with such high resolution that a vehicle's number plate could be clearly identified.
Now friends, NASA says that the LRO is some 70 miles up in space above this here moon, okay there friends? And this is the kind of photography that we're getting from these dudes, alright? So now let's just take a look at the next photo and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And we're going to run these succinctly right in order so that you can have a good look at them, okay? So, what about this photo? And this? And this? And that? Well, what do you call that thing, huh? Oh, terrible. I think this here looks like a donut here that slack ass there fell on the table there and he spilled coffee on. Oh, certainly does now, doesn't it, dear friends, huh? Oh, terrible thing. You know, it kind of makes me, puts me beside myself. Oh, my dear Lord here, I'm beside myself, you see, right over there. Right beside myself on this one. Oh, this is a real bad thing. So, in comparison, now let's just take a look and see what the Blackbird's photographic camera could take. All right there, friends? Okay, so how about this next photo? How about this? Not a bad photo from 72,000 feet there now, is it there, friends? Hey, oh, in fact, I can even see the air conditioner unit right there on this here building. You see that? That's the air conditioner unit. So, what do you got to say about that now, eh? Oh, that's a real good picture now, huh? Oh, real clarity, and you can see all the buildings, you can see all the trees down there, and property, and stuff like that. But you can't see that. Ooh, you can't see anything like that on the LRO now, can you? Now, of course, it's 70 miles up above the surface of the moon. Yeah, right. Oh, I know you pans are all going to say, blah, 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 but it doesn't matter. Just like Pop Robson says, and that Jeff Dave character says, it's got to do with the focal length. The focal length. Just remember that, friend. So you put a good telephoto lens on your camera there, or even if the satellite, the LRO, perhaps they should send an astronaut up there to put a telephoto lens on that cotton picking thing. Hey, now? Oh, they certainly should now. Hey, well, the good idea there, because then NASA can ask for another couple $2 billion to go up in smoke. Oh, right there. So let's compare some of these pictures. So what do you think about the next one here? What about this next one? And what about this one? And this one? And my all-time favorite, this close-up here, that says M07COLE. That makes Mo7 Cole, isn't it there, slack ass? And that goes for your crazy little Easter bunny too, doesn't it there, friends? Now, how can you get a picture that's this clear over there taken from 72,000 feet up there and you can't even get a decent photograph on that LRO that's supposed to be 70 miles above that cotton-picking lunar surface? That's what I don't understand. Oh, that's a terrible thing you crazy lot are teaching our kids. That is for sure. And we're going to do something about this, you see. We're gonna get rid of you and that crazy cotton picking Brian Pop Robson and that crazy Jeff Dave and that Matt Kent. Whoa, that Matt Kent. Whoa, that dude there, he still says he's putting up $10,000 to get rid of Expat Taffy and me. Whoa, my dear Lord here. Oh, what next, eh? Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, you can't even have your own channel, have your own opinion without those crazy lunatic pans coming in here wrecking everything now, can you there? Oh, terrible thing. Now, let's get on with things and see what else we can dig up on this mission here. All right there, friends? Okay, so let's go on now to the rest of this. Now, let's see what President Clinton had to say about this nonsense. All right there, friends? Okay, let's just roll that little clip, see what he's got to say. Yeah, roll the clip.
One can imagine why a former president would not want to come right out and blow the whistle by unequivocally stating his true beliefs. But he did, probably for the sake of his legacy, want to have it recorded that he did subtly flag the issue for those paying attention. And he flagged it by using the old carpenter acquaintance to get his point across. Regardless of precisely how much time Mr. Clinton actually spends wondering about this, a closer examination of the claim reveals that to have performed such a feat in 1969 completely contradicts the evidence and otherwise offends common sense.
Yes, it does offend anyone that's got any common sense now, doesn't it there, friends? I mean, you just look at this. This is complete nonsense. I mean, look, see there? What's that? There's all hairs on an arm. Somebody's arm's gotten in between that camera there. Oh, so I suppose that must be the arm of God outside the spacecraft window there, isn't it there, friends? Oh, that's what Expat Taffy thought. He thought this might have been the arm of God outside the window of the spacecraft there. Well, I don't know what other way to explain that one. You know, every time they take a photograph, they should just put it right up to the window of the spacecraft and take the picture. You don't put a picture in the back of a spacecraft and then take a photo, do you there? It doesn't make any sense. Unless you're trying to fake it. Oh, that's another story then, isn't it there? Oh, it certainly is. Now, I'm going to show you this other little clip here now. This one here has got President Bush on there. Now, you got to hear what this dude's got to say about this next space program now. Because we're so far behind, it isn't even funny. Where's all them tax dollars going anyways? Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing. It's not going into my pocket, not going into anyone else's pocket. It's going right into those Illuminati's pocket. That's where it's going there, I'll tell you that there, mate. All right, so let's see what old Bush got to say about this. All right there, roll that clip, please.
It is time for America to take the next steps. Today I announce a new plan to explore space and extend a human presence across our solar system. We will begin the effort quickly, using existing programs and personnel. We will make steady progress. One mission, one voyage, one landing at a time. Our third goal is to return to the moon by 2020 as the launching point for missions beyond. Beginning no later than 2008, we will send a series of robotic missions to the lunar surface to research and prepare for future human exploration. Using the Crew Exploration Vehicle, we will undertake extended human missions to the moon as early as 2015, with the goal of living and working there for increasingly extended periods of time.
There we go, promising all these things that can't be done. I mean, look at this now, huh? We're supposed to have a presence here in 2015. What is it now? What's it now? 2018 now and still nothing. And all it gets these crazy cartoons down here, you see there? Just like the Morpheus vehicle, kind of. That's what it looks like to me. You see, and that's a problem, right? See, all they do is they may just keep making these cartoons up. Heck, it's no wonder they can't get to the moon. It's pretty hard to fly a cartoon now, isn't it there? Oh, it certainly is now there, isn't it there, friends, eh? Well, we're supposed to have moon bases on the moon like 2015 and human presence there 2016, and we're supposed to have all these things going to Mars there in 2017. Well, I don't see any of it, do you? Well, it's all they can do is just make up all these cartoons and see this whole thing here, just one big fantasy. That's all it is. One big fantasy. It's just like going to Disneyland, isn't it there, friends? Oh, my dear God here. I don't know how people can believe this bullshit. I don't know. It just really kind of makes me really scratch my head in disbelief. I'll tell you that here right now there, mates. Oh, what a terrible thing. These dudes are teaching our kids. My dear God. Oh, Pop Rob said you've got a big problem there. You guys should be taken out of business for sure there. That goes for your crazy demigod master there, Slack-ass. Oh, my dear lords. Oh, well, if you think that's good, well, got some more for you here, too. But before we show you that, well, guess what? It's intermission time. Oh, can't forget that, so pay attention now. Right there, friends? Okay, roll the intermission.
Does this not look quite right to you?
Do we really have to go over this again?
Yes, we have to go over this again, and we'll be going over it a great many more times before we're through. Isn't that right, Slack-ass, huh? Oh, I do think so, and so does the rest of this audience here, because they have what you call common sense. Well, and that's something you don't have, Slack-ass. Neither does you or your pet little Easter bunny, or does Jeff Dave, or does that crazy Phase 52012, or does that Matt Kent, or does any of your other acolytes there, like Paul Julian and Joanne Evans and Faceless the Zero and all the rest of your acolytes. Isn't that right, Slack-ass, eh? Oh, I think so too. And so does the rest of this crowd over here, you see. Now, all we do is we get more of these fake here CGI things here, there, right now. How can you expect that to get to the moon there, eh? See, that's what you call cartoons. Yes, indeed, cartoons. And that's all that NASA's sending to the moon is nothing but cartoons, because the only place the moon is in a fake studio, nowhere else. And that fake studio, Slack-ass, is right here on this here Earth. Isn't that right? So, what I'd like to do is just give you another little excerpt here to show you what happens after you light a bunch of sparklers on Halloween. Okay there, Slack-ass and Pop Robson, you crazy little Easter bunny there. All right there, so let's roll the fireworks clip there and roll the sparklers clips. This is what NASA did. They just lit these sparklers, and this is what happened.
99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Run away, Houston. Vector grid. Ag start. Good over. Yes, that's right.
The last alleged mission to the moon was Apollo 17, which NASA says took place in December of 1972. Since then, absolutely no country claims to have sent astronauts or even animals more than 400 miles above the surface of the Earth. In recent years, space shuttle astronauts completed a trip wherein they attained a maximum altitude of 365 miles.
So, friends, did you hear that? 365 miles is the highest the shuttle ever got to, and they encountered all sorts of radiation. So don't believe anything that this NASA organization's telling you, nor Joanne Evans, nor Phase 520212, nor that Zero the Faceless, nor that Birdie Slacker and his crazy pet Easter critter there, Pop Robson, or that Jeff Dave, or Julian Evans, or any of these crazy guys here, because they're all full of crap. All right, friends, so without further ado here, I'll just take my leave and let the announcer say so.
No matter how convoluted, they will always have a rationalization for everything.